In this video, we are going to talk about the top 8 best places to visit during springtime. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for future updates. The entire essence of spring is in the air. Flowers are blooming, birds are chirping, the sun is beaming, and there is happiness everywhere. Do you need extra motivation to take a spring break trip abroad? This is a fantastic selection of the best spring break locations worldwide to enjoy the enchantment of spring, as suggested by some of the leading travel authorities. Here are the top 8 best places to visit during springtime. Number 8. Spring in Paris and Amp, French Riviera. Springtime is a great time to travel to Paris. Paris in spring offers plenty of sunny days and comfortable temperatures, making it ideal for a day of touring or enjoying a cup of coffee with friends on a terrace. Expect a riot of color in the parks and gardens from mid-March through the end of June. A Seine river boat, a park picnic, or the first ice cream are all ideal at this time. In the spring, Paris is renowned for its cherry blossoms. The blooming season varies according on location and typically lasts from late March to mid-April. There are several places to enjoy cherry blossoms in Paris. The banks of the Seine River, the summit of the Eiffel Tower, and of course the parks are the ideal sites in Paris to enjoy spring. The charming Montmartre neighborhood is also very gorgeous in the spring. A day trip outside of Paris is also recommended in the spring. A day excursion to one of the charming villages nearby Paris would be wonderful. The royal castles, particularly those with lovely grounds like Versailles or the Loire Valley castles, are a popular day excursion from Paris. Number 7. Spring Cheese Festival. The lovely medieval village of Gruyères hosts a festival honoring its well-known cheese on the first Sunday of each May. Although Gruyères is a small town, the festival has a tremendously celebratory atmosphere. The main street is embellished and filled with vendors offering cheese and other regional goods. Together with the mouth-watering aromas of warm, melted cheese that permeate the entire town, there are also craft booths and frequent music. You can usually locate a giant vat of fondue in the middle, just follow your nose, along with a variety of items to dip into it, where you can taste some. The festival is open to everyone, so simply show up and explore. There are several places to stay the night, although you may wish to make reservations in advance, or, if you're camping in Switzerland, there are some fantastic campsites close to Gruyères. If you're a cheese aficionado and want to talk to the cheese producers or stallholders about their products and have a few samples, getting there early is a smart idea. But, the festival doesn't get overly crowded and the atmosphere as it gets busier adds to its attractiveness. Number 6. Wildlife migrations in Cuba. Visits to Ciénaga de Zapata, often known as the Zapata Wetlands, one of Cuba's most untamed and stunning regions, are the ideal springtime hideaway for nature exploration. One of the best places in Cuba for trekking can be found in the south of the island, where there are also some amazing trips that are ideal for springtime. You may go swimming in cenotes here, go kayaking through mangroves, and even see the endangered Cuban crocodile and flamingos in their native habitats. Even though this area is home to dozens of bird species, many of which are peculiar to Cuba and particularly this particular region of Cuba, traveling here in the springtime opens up even more opportunities to witness wildlife. The greatest times to watch migrating birds in Ciénaga de Zapata are from January through April, since flocks of them establish their nests here during the dry months. This is the best time of year to visit Cuba because it falls during the finest and sunniest season. Number 5. Dubrovnik. Dubrovnik is a very well-liked tourist attraction in Croatia and a great location to visit in the spring. The so-called Pearl of the Adriatic has a lot to offer, especially at this time of year. First of all, a vacation in the spring is ideal due to the pleasant Mediterranean climate with temperatures ranging from 15 to 25 degrees Celsius. Orange trees buds are beginning to open, and flowers are in full bloom. You can take pleasure in leisurely strolls along the beach and, with any luck, even go swimming. In general, Dubrovnik has so much to offer, and that time of year in particular makes it ideal for touring amidst the crowds. This location is ideal for trips that combine the city with adventure or the outdoors. The beaches are stunning, and the sea is crystal pure and glistens with the most exquisite hues. You can take a kayak and paddle along the lovely coast if you'd like. You'll come across stunning sea caves and secret bays. Alternatively, you can take a boat journey to discover some of the world's most stunning islands, including Loch Rum, Lovren, Korčula, and Liget. A trip on the Dubrovnik cable car, from which you can see the city, the harbor, and the Riviera, is another highlight. Number 4. Madeira Island. All year long, Madeira Island, a little Portuguese island in the Atlantic, is a gorgeous location, but spring is among the greatest times to go. The stunning Madeira Flower Festival and AMP, flower-themed parade take place during this time. In an unusual move last year, it was moved to September and combined with the Madeira Wine Festival due to travel and health constraints. Nonetheless, this lovely spring festival often begins at the end of April and lasts for a few weeks. There are concerts, folk dance performances, flower expos, and a variety of other activities focused on flowers. One of the streets in Funchal is transformed into a vibrant flower market selling flower bulbs, unusual fruit, and regional fare like pancha. Everything has been exquisitely decorated with floral arrangements, and some streets have even been carpeted with floral petal rugs. The Cortejo Alegórico, the flower parade, the event is the festival's main attraction. On Sunday afternoons, on average, it happens. Both adults and kids participate in this parade through Funchal's main streets, showcasing their intricately planned costumes, vehicles, and choreographies. Number 3. Moab, Utah. If you're seeking desert vistas that seem to have sprung straight out of Mars, Moab, Utah, is one of the most gorgeous destinations to visit in the United States. It's full of incredible red rock formations, breathtaking scenery, and adrenaline-pumping activities. Any time of year is a great time to visit this stunning area in southeast Utah, but spring brings snowmelt, which makes it an ideal location for rafting trips down the Colorado River. Moab ought to be on your North American road trip bucket list without a doubt. Aside from rafting, spring is one of the best times to visit Moab because the weather is pleasant enough to spend a day exploring its national parks, plus, you will get to avoid the crowds that summer brings in. Highly recommended hikes in Moab include the Delicate Arch Trail, Devil's Garden, and Fiery Furnace. Number 2. Rocky Mountains. The Canadian Rocky Mountains are among the top destinations in Canada to visit in the spring. When the weather heats up, flowers blossom, and waterfalls are at their most powerful, it is a beautiful place to visit. Before the summer's hectic tourist season, it's a perfect time to hike around the mountains in beautiful weather. Not to add that, after the chilly winter, it is a wonderful natural escape. Visitors may experience mountains, waterfalls, and breathtaking lakes all in one trip since the Canadian Rockies have so many fantastic locations to see. Athabasca Falls and Sunwapta Falls are two waterfalls that are frequently visited in the spring when the water level is at its peak and the surrounding trails are open. With the big mountains in the background, they make for incredibly picturesque locations. Camping in the Rockies during the spring is popular at Banff and Jasper National Parks. Here, campers awaken in the heart of the Alps, surrounded by views straight out of a postcard and with easy access to world-class hiking paths. Some of the most beautiful lakes in the world, including Lake Louise and Moraine Lake, can be found in these parks. Number 1. Cherry blossoms in Tokyo. Hanami is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, so plan a trip to Tokyo during the cherry blossom season. Hanami, which means flower watching, is a significant social gathering that takes place in Japan during the cherry blossom season. Thousands of trees covered in vibrant pink blooms can be found around the city, and there are just as many groups of friends and family enjoying meals and drinks under the lovely trees. You must travel to Tokyo between late March and early April if you want to witness this well-known spring phenomenon. The cherry blossom's brief peak bloom, which only lasts for approximately 2 weeks, usually occurs at this time. Spend your days discovering Tokyo's many attractions while admiring the sakura, and then partake in Yazakura, the practice of admiring cherry blossoms at night. Many of the trees have tiny lights and lanterns hanging from them. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comment box below. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Thank you.